The Incredible Hulk and Hulk MCU are the same characters. They were compared to an atomic bomb and a meteor, but in this video, we're going to compare them to the 2003 Crazy Hulk strength. Comparing visually, the 2003 Hulk is many times bigger, approximately 15 feet tall with a weight of 550 pounds. The MCU version looks like his little brother. However, as we know size doesn't always matter, some of the most impressive deeds are the scenes where the Hulk MCU holds up the Avengers mansion and destroys the space whale. The important detail is that he uses only one hand holding the mansion. Let's assume the weight of this house is 1,000 tons. After spending a few days calculating, we found out that the Hulk's strength is about 2,000 tons. My hypothesis is confirmed by a moment from the Avengers when he stops the iron whale from space. Let's assume that the weight of this ship is 1,200 tons. This means that it took the Hulk at least 2,000 tons of force. One of the Hulk's most famous feats is when he easily throws a tank meters forward. Let's analyze this point. In this moment, Hulk is in his most aggressive form. His height is 15 feet. The approximate distance at which Banner rejected the tank is 420 meters. With that weight and acceleration, he needed 131,500 tons of force. Rating them both from 1 to 10, Hulk gets 3 points. Hulk MCU gets 10 points. Ability. Here we talk less about strength and more about ability. One of the best examples of the Hulk's ability is when a missile blows up a house and shatters, hits Banner's shoulder. We see immediate healing in a few seconds. This is one of the biggest advantages of the 2003 Hulk. The MCU Hulk was at the peak of his powers when Wanda charmed him. He was a real Hulk smash with red eyes. Also, in Thor Ragnarok, we saw the initial concept of the character smashing everything in his way and getting bigger and bigger with his anger levels. That doesn't give the Hulk an advantage in 2003 though. He was growing and gaining mass. The scene underwater when Banner performs the gamma release. The absorbing man tried to take the Hulk's power. He shouted, "Take it all!" While doing so, he reached the peak of his powers at 15 feet. This gives him a solid 10 points in this round. Meanwhile, the MCU Hulk gets 4 points. We'll score the battle according to the following criteria: strength, ability, intellect, speed, endurance. Intellect. This criterion led the MCU to the fact that we don't hear Hulk smash in the new movies. Instead, we see Professor Hulk. It's no secret that Marvel thinks the Hulk is smarter than Stark. The Doctor grasped many sciences, but most of all affirmed himself in the creation Vision. It's obvious that Banner is a genius. However, no one expected to see Professor Hulk in Avengers Endgame, one who only shows his anger to children and starts working on time travel. Comparing the 2003 Hulk, he has the intellect of a small child, a fool who smashes and punches everything. Even the water got hit. Another big step worth mentioning. Hulk brings all the creatures back. It's a beautiful moment, but his arm didn't recover. In part, this was also an intellect concession. The professor's skills are phenomenal. That's why he gets 10 points and Hulk gets 1 point. Speed. An important factor in any fight is speed. The 2003 Hulk is just phenomenal. Just look at how fast he was. He could get up to 300 miles per hour. His biggest feature was his jumps. One jump equals 1 mile. That takes 8 seconds, which explains its speed of over 450 miles per hour. There are 2 incredible deeds of the MCU Hulk. The first is when he runs from Rio de Janeiro to Guatemala. It took about 10 hours. That is, his speed was 159.95 meters per second. We leaked this calculation from our past video. Incredible Hulk versus Professor Hulk. Just think about it. It's subsonic speed, but that's not everything the Green Mutant can do. In the Thor Ragnarok movie, Hulk jumps from the Asgardian bridge to Surtur's head. His height is about 4 kilometers, so we can confidently say that Hulk at least jumped at 2 kilometers. Since he did it in 3 seconds, it's not hard to calculate. 2,000 over 3 equals 667.67 meters per second. In this round, both heroes are strong. The Professor gets 10 points, while Hulk gets 7 points. Endurance. Hulk MCU. He can deal with hits from Thor and Thor's hammer. He can survive lightning strikes and attacks. He can make a radiation snap. A moment that angered many fans. Maybe you're one of them too. He survived the battle with Thanos. Why wasn't Titan knocked out? Because he's physically stronger than Hulk, and the blows came on armor, which is stronger than vibranium. If Green's blows can't break the armor, its material is very strong. The 2003 Hulk fell from the atmosphere into the water. That's the same as falling on a rock. It reminds me of when Hulkbuster broke a 10-story house with Hulk. They both fought rabid dogs. The Incredible Hulk also boasts of his Abomination fight, the one we've covered in our video. To conclude this round, the MCU Hulk had a much better chance to prove himself. That brings him 9 points, while Hulk of 2003 gets 6 points. To sum up, we got a very interesting result. Hulk 2003 got 27 points and Hulk MCU 43 points. Do you agree with us?